If brakes are something on your maintenance list, but you would rather get more performance than a factory replacement set, this PowerStop Z36 Extreme Truck and Tow brake rotor pad and caliper kit for the front will be a great choice for your 1990 to 1998 TJ or YJ, or your 1999 TJ with 3¼ inch composite rotors. Now this will be a great option for those TJ and YJ owners who are looking for a full front replacement kit for their brakes if you need more than the average replacement and want a one-stop shop for everything that you need. Now, in addition to adding the life back to the braking system, this will also offer you that extra bite that you may want or need for your Jeep if it has a higher gross weight due to larger wheels and tires, heavy armor, added cargo, or all of the above. This kit will feature a ton of benefits when it comes to braking performance, especially over the stock application, including noise-free stopping, so there's little to no annoyance, less brake dust than stock, and good ventilation to keep the brakes cooler when they're being worked hard. Now, as you can see, these will also have an incredibly sporty look compared to the factory plain face rotors and the factory calipers, upping the street appeal for your build. Now this kit is going to be strong and one that you can rely on when it comes to the construction. Starting off with the rotors, these are going to have a premium cast iron design with drilled and slotted details to again provide better cooling, and they will feature a zinc plated finish to help with the longevity, especially in poor weather conditions. The calipers will also be built tough and will help with stopping power, and again boast a tough red powder coat to not only add style but also protect the calipers from any rusting or corrosion over time. Last but not least, the pads here will have a carbon fiber compound, which is specifically tailored to those heavier applications, as it says in the name, Extreme Truck and Tow, while also giving you comfortable day-to-day driving characteristics. Now this kit is going to include just the front and come in at about $375, which will put this at more of a premium price point, but is well warranted for what's included. Now when taking a look at other performance brake options, this is going to include everything that you need for the front to gain that extra stopping power. Most other options just keep it simple with rotors and pads, but if you're looking to maintenance and upgrade your calipers as well for a pretty reasonable price, I think that this is going to be well worth it. Install will be a 2 out of 3 wrenches on the difficulty meter, which is expected, and will probably take you about 3 hours to get the job done. Now, speaking of the install, one of our customers here has actually installed this on their Wrangler and is going to walk you through what that process looks like step by step so you can do this at home. So that's gonna wrap it up for me. Let's go ahead and get into it.
Okay, so this is all the stuff we used in this video. Chair.
Small hammer, BFH, which stands for Big F Hammer. A force bar. We got a half-inch socket. We've got different open ends. We used a 3/8 for the bleeder valves. We got an impact wrench, 3/4 inch for the wheel lugs. And then we've got a 1/2 inch to take off the caliper bolts. And we've got a 9/16 to take off the brake line to the caliper. And we've got various horse bars and a dead blow hammer. Creeper, the C-clamp we wouldn't normally have used since we had brand new calipers, but since we had to take them off and put them on because we had them on the wrong side, we did have to squeeze the pistons down with it. Then we got our brake bleeder tool, which you can use. It's from Harbor Freight and not very good, but it does work. I just used the old school bleeding. Then the jack stands to hold up our truck, screwdriver, WD-40 to loosen up our rusty stuff, and jack to jack up our truck. And
Jack.
Hey, I'm Jared. This is a 1993 Jeep Wrangler. We're going to do the front brakes today. It'll be the PowerStop brakes, rotors, and calipers. So we got a 1/2 inch socket, shorter, so it'll fit in there in our dead blow hammer. Since it's pretty rusted, I think it's gonna be a bit of a pain to get off. We'll see. So backwards, righty tighty, lefty loosey, but since we're backwards, we got to go the opposite way. So yeah, it wasn't as bad as I thought. I can see where the oversized tires have been rubbing on that spring shackle. That's what it came with, so that's all right. Looks like these weren't replaced that long ago. Kind of the last few years anyway. Let's see if this comes off. Go ahead and step back a step. Caliper does not want to come out of there. Oh, there it goes.
You got it. Let's go.
Okay, since we're getting new calipers too, we just want to make sure we get that off. Actually, not the worst ever, but not too good. So definitely a lot of wear. They've been using these pads for a while. So it looks like we need it's gonna be 9/16 probably. Go ahead and toss it. So got a 9/16 socket. Take our brake line off.
Careful.
I use a dead blow hammer, so we're gonna get let me grab a catch pan to catch all that brake fluid. You don't have to worry about brake fluid because it's water soluble, so we will make a bit of a mess, but it will evaporate. That's why it's important to keep keep water out of your brake lines, because it'll break down your brake fluid, and that will not be good. Apparently these bolts go with the brake fluid. Okay, now we gotta see if we can get this rotor off of here. So stand back a little bit. It's pretty well welded on there from the looks of it. There it is.
Oh,
Wow.
let's go.
That thing was
Finally
welded on there. I don't think the other side's gonna be much easier.
Probably not. Old part, new part.
This time I'll break the brake line loose first.
Good idea.
Probably it might have had the seals might not have been that good anyway. They're pretty well used, so. One caliper bolt out.
Second one. It's right there.
Then back up so people can see more.
There. Ah, yes, that's there. Oh, it's loose. You got it. Nice. Let's try. There you go. Get that bolt out.
Get our brake line off and the caliper free.
Okay, good. That's
It's definitely very happy.
Put that next to the old or the new one. Old one, new one. Old one, new one. You can clearly see the difference.
Okay, we're trying not to move the camera so much. It's kind of moving just a little bit. A lot less still.
Okay.
There we go.
Yeah! Let's go.
Phew.
Let's bring that over.
Okay, this is our brake pads that came with it. I forgot to bring them out earlier, but now we have them. So this part goes in the cylinder. Let's hold the pad in the cylinder.
Right in.
This one will go over here. It appears to have some over the outside tabs to hold it on.
There
See,
you
we
go.
got pinholes for it too, so it fits nicely. Hopefully that's wide enough for our rotor.
Do that for the same? Or, yeah. slide that right in. Should go with a bit of force. They do have different clamps. Nice. Okay, we got them in.
You want to have clean hands. I went and washed my hands, so you have clean hands to put the pads on because you don't want any oil or grease on the brake pads. That would not help you at all. You can put this anti-squeak on the back of the pads if you want. It doesn't, most new things, it doesn't seem to matter too much. But since we're doing it right, we'll do it right.
Thick knife out. Open that up. Some of that gooey stuff. So where exactly do you have to put it on the pad?
It's on the backing plate where it goes up against it to keep it from squeaking. I think it's primarily the
Some of that on. Right in all the cracks and crevices.
just a little bit on there. It'll migrate around as we use it. Okay, we're gonna put these pads and rotors on. So let me get, I gotta get a wire brush to clean that off.
Clean it off.
Bearing seems pretty good, so I'm not gonna worry about those bearings for right now. Hopefully we won't regret that.
Yeah, just try to clean it off the best you can. Get all that dust and grime off. Just so it fits on easier. And so you can get it off too if you need to. Got that going.
That seems good too. So they even label it for us, so we can't screw that up. What I'm gonna do is actually I'm gonna take a little bit of this leftover anti-squeak stuff. And I'm gonna put it on this hub so that the next time we take it apart, hopefully it won't be so tight.
Good idea.
It won't be rusted on there anyway, hopefully. Some anti-seize would look really good too if you have that. Again, you want to make sure you don't get any of that on your brake shoes, brake pads.
I'm gonna go to this side actually. Oh yeah, this is better. Better angle. Ooh,
There
shiny.
you go. It's got a bigger tolerance, so it's not as tightly fit. So
Good,
that
good.
should help also. Depends how long we drive it.
Mhm.
If you take this off to college and drive it a lot, then we might need to do it again.
Maybe. It is a good Jeep. Good stuff.
There we go.
Fits right in.
Okay, take that bolt out that we have to use that Power Stop didn't see fit to replace in the kit.
That's okay.
Make sure it's clean. So this is what we're going to use. This is the bleeder, so we're going to use that. The brake fluid goes all the way through and comes out. They did give us new washers, so we put all new washers on.
Just not a new bolt, which is okay.
So we'll put one on each side of the.
Wipe that off. So just clean. Clean as it can be.
Got a lot of grease in there. On this hub, or something was on that hub. Looks like it got a little wet from the factory. It's a little rusty. That's okay. We'll, take our caliper. We're going to put this on. I don't know if they're labeled or not, but
We'll see. Trial and error.
they both look the same. The only difference is going to be, since they're only single piston, is where the bleeder valve is. So we're going to want the bleeder valve at the bottom, so it'll be easier for us to bleed it. Got to take this plug out. This is protecting the inside of the cylinder. There's our bolt.
So it seems to go here.
Okay, after a nice hot dog and some Rockstar to rejuvenate me, we're gonna put this, put the brakes back together. Okay, I got a 9/16 socket. Somewhere there's my other washer. So, you wanna have a washer on each side. We clean this off really good. Then we're gonna put a washer on each side. It's gonna go in the, there's a stop right there that it goes up against. Socket. Snug this up. Make sure it's against the stop. Okay. Should be good. Be ready to be bled. And I'll double check my tightness on my calipers. Oops, I need a short socket.
Got that bottom on.
We are snug. Now we'll move over to the other side. Our shoes or pads in the right way. So we'll take out our little, I guess I can leave that on until we have it off. I'll just pull it off later. Help keep it clean, I guess. So, learning from the last one, we lock the bottom in where it needs to be.
Oh. Trying to get a good shot.
Oh, we forgot to move that out. That's what's going on. So we've got to move our
Oh
little
my god.
There we go.
These are
So move those out so that they fit on. Put our bottom in.
Bottom in. Then it should slide in.
Get a little rock right in there. And it does. Look at that.
Let's go.
It's definitely easier with an assistant or a helper that's learning. And when we get ready to bleed the brakes, it's definitely a two-person job unless you have a vacuum pump. Then you can vacuum it out from the bottom yourself. But we're gonna go old school. So that's what we do.
Got the one at the top. wash it.
Okay, that's snug. Now we'll clean off our brake line.
Yeah, son.
That's how I don't get it on the disc. We got new brake lines that we'll put on eventually, but we'll just use what we got now. We got a lift kit that we want to put on a little bit later, so that'll be the next adventure. We'll take the little protective plug out of the back. It's surely installed for our safety.
Probably.
Okay, remember, 2 washers.
2 washers.
One inside, one outside.
Inside and one outside.
Keeps it from leaking.
I'm not very good at it. I mean, kind of. But not very.
Okay, there we go. It's in against the stop, so we'll snug it up.
Good. Just nice in there.
1/2 inch for the bolts holding on the caliper and 9/16 for the brake line. Seems kind of opposite of what it should be, but that's all right. Pretty snug. So that squishes those copper washers a little bit, and we don't lose any fluid. There we go. Now, moving up here, what we'll do is we'll top off our brake cylinder. We should be able to tell which one it is because half of it will be empty when we open it. There you go. Back ones are the front brakes. Gasket looking. It's a good thing we're doing this. Brake fluid is a little bit nasty. So we got a brand new pack that's sealed, so no moisture's in there. We know we got good brake fluid. Sometimes if you don't have them closed all the way, though, it's kind of hygroscopic, so it'll suck up water and it'll ruin your brake fluid sitting on your shelf for too long if it's not sealed.
Put that right on.
And we'll just leave it open for now while we start to bleed it. I'll go get the wrench to bleed it. I gotta figure out what size opening it is.
Sorry.
Brake bleeder has a little plastic cap on it. They are small. I bet it's 3/8. I should have looked at it first instead of assuming. Oh no, here we go. So I'm just gonna open it now. Gravity.
Right, give me a second.
Suck some of it through. We'll see. So what I'm doing here is the bleeder valve is right here on the back. It is a 3/8, so I put the box end on it. So I tighten it up, and then when you push down, I open it up so that the brake fluid comes out. So I'll open it up, and then when you're holding it down, I'll close it up so it doesn't suck any air back into it. And then that's why we pump it, so it pumps more fluid out of there through there, so that we get the air out of it.
All right.
We used a little bit, but not that much. So we'll go around the other side, and we'll bleed that side also.
Let's get the bottom one right now.
Just double checking.
Okay.
Make sure we're snug. I will double check the. Oop, I need the 9/16. There it is. I did bring it over.
It's the bottom one.
And make sure that the brake line is on quite snug, squishing those brass washers. Okay, now we'll take, this is the bleeder valve on this side. I don't know if you can see it from there. Over here is the bleeder valve. So we're gonna take our little protective cap off. Same thing here, we're gonna move our pan to fluid. Okay, so I'm gonna show what I'm doing down here. So put pressure on the pedal. Okay, hold it, keep the pressure. Okay, let go. Pump it again, pressure on it. Okay, let go. Let's see how that works. So that's what I'm doing down here below. So
So that is going to wrap it up for my review and the install of this PowerStep Z36 Extreme Truck and Tow Brake Rotor Pad and Caliper Kit for the front, fitting all 1990 to 1998 TJ and YJs and 1999 TJs with 3 1/4 inch composite rotors. And remember, for all things Jeep, keep it right here at extremeterrain.com.